we're having this many appointments, what's going on with the pendings, right? Like that brought us to our next correlation of like, oh, hold on a second. And so we've broken it kind of apart into that, and appointment set counts as ready to go on showings. We've already completed this stage of the program.
There's no one way to do this, right? So I
Yeah,
love
there's no one way to do it, but I think we'd be all smart to learn from Marissa because that makes sense to kind of separate it into have they had this conversation about what they're going to do? Is it that type of an appointment, or is it we are going to look at a house, maybe separated by consults and stuff like that? So in our world, we incentivize our amazing ISA team to get face-to-face appointments. So and when the client cannot do face-to-face, our standard is if they're more than a 60-mile radius away from the office, then it can be a virtual phone call and it would count as a held appointment. So, like I said, we incentivize them for that. And then to qualify for it, we've changed this a little bit over time. And Melissa, if you want to put in the chats if I'm wrong in this, or Casey, anybody, but it was having to express interest in buying or selling real estate in the next 12 months. And if they've offered their credit score, we don't set something showing with somebody that has offered their credit score of below 580, which we don't ask, and that's kind of rare. And if they've offered that they don't have a job, that information, then we don't set it. But yes, we've tightened it. To Melissa's point, we've tightened it to 6 months because we wanted to set more high quality appointments. There was a point when we had more appointments going out than agents to take them. So that was one of the first things we tightened.
So another great thing that we need to see, and this is probably my biggest soapbox I've been talking about in the last year, especially since getting Maverick and just having my mind blown, is how many appointments aren't getting updated. And I think a big part of it is we also are not understanding or defining what are the appointment types. So I'm going to show just real quick, and well, we'll go into follow up boss in different spots. So in follow up boss, right? So you have different types of appointments. Let me move my stuff. So different types. You guys can control what types of appointments there are on lead profiles and what are the outcomes, right? If you don't know, this is just an admin function in follow up boss. This is what we have, right? So we consider appointments can be in person or phone consultations, whatever it is. We do break out our ISA ones. The reason we did this is because we were not using Maverick to track them. They're all in follow boss now. Because we have Maverick to assign the appointments, it would track it automatically. We can probably get rid of some of these types, but we have consults, whether it's Zoom or phone. Is it a first showing versus additional? We like to break those out separate to find out how many first showings, right? Agents should be going on 4, 5, 6 first showing appointments a month, and then you've got your additional.